MLB The Show has Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe-out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. Three-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matty, everyone's waiting for Pedroia to come alive a little bit. In the last 10 games, he's hitting under 250. He's a guy they need to hit a lot better than that because he's a big part of this ball club.
Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line the line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. 2-2.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Still even at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So striding forward now, Xander Bogaerts. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-2 now.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you got to be willing to give up pull side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
Here's the 1-2. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Here's Bogaerts in the air out to deep left field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough. Eduardo Rodriguez, a Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today. Throw by Pedroia will be in time, and there's your first out. Striding forward now, Brock Holt, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. Set to deliver on 2-1. Fouled away. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business. No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with the man coming up, the 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Into the box now, Chris Davis. A pitch out, the throw, and they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call. Into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr., and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale. Up high, 2-1 now. To 2-2 now.
2-2 now.
Here now the 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. Gaddis is in pursuit, and that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's spot shadow first baseman Chris Crush Davis. Doesn't get enough love for how soft this guy's hands are. Constantly picking middle infielders left and right. We get it. He's got power. But look for him to make a nice play on defense as well.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Now to the plate, Steven Souza. The 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though. That
swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Red Sox. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. Now the 2-1 pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Betts is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Ready now for Baltimore, Mark Trumbo. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. The 1-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Souza is camped under this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. 3 up. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Striding in once again, Russell Franklin. He flew out in his last at-bat. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2. Waiting next is Dustin Pedroia. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Ready for another chance? Dustin Pedroia. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound. It's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. In now for the O's, Manny Machado. And he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. Throw in time at first for route number 2. So striding in, Brian Reyes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Line drive to center field. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mookie Betts. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And a fastball just a bit up. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
So it was a swinging strike three. Mookie Betts goes quietly leading off the fourth. Taking hold away that time. It's 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Full count, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Another full count pitch home. Fouled off. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Smoked on the ground to second. Jones from shallow right on to Davis at first, and there are two away. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Popped him up. Davis in foul ground makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. Shaw is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
The batter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Brock Holt. Lined is short, but gobbled up there, and there are two away.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Donald Jones. He singled his last time up. Now the 2-1. Bouncer up the middle. And Pedroia will stretch, but it's into center field for a base hit. So Chris Davis will get a chance here in the inning following that base hit.
First baseman number 19, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Oh, and they've got him picked off. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He'll start off the fifth in this one.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Striding in for Boston, Jed Jerko, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Hit high and deep out to left. Gaddis looks up. Gone!
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. One run, just one hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks.
As a pitcher, you worry about giving up the long ball to the meat of the lineup. But when the two guys at the bottom of the lineup torch you, it's really disheartening. These guys have weapons everywhere.
Into the box, Luis Carrasco. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now. So this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gaddis has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Digging in once again, Dustin Pedroia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. This is on the ground over to first. Davis has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on. Digging in to try it again, Chris Davis. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And there's your first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 10.
Digging in now, Adam Jones comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Well, he loses them there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits. So his command has been pretty solid so far.
One ball and 2 strikes to count. Skied into straightaway right. Souza is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And standing in now, the third baseman, Manny Machado. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Full count now, 3-2. Payoff pitch on its way. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away. At the plate, Brian Reyes, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 0-2 delivery, and he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. He swung on and missed, strike 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Right side, hit hard. And that is through into right field for a single. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready with the 1-2. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Ready once again, Jackie Bradley Jr. No hits to this point. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away. Jed Jerko will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Strands a couple. They hold a 2-0 lead. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments. Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and a little blooper to center. And Reyes is aboard with a leadoff single. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Up next for the Orioles, designated hitter, Brock.
Here's Brock Holt now. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Digging in and looking for more, Donald Jones. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Here now the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-2 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. The next 3-2. Line to the right side. But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the 2nd out. Ready for another chance? Chris Davis. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of it. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Steven Souza. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Riding in once again, Luis Carrasco. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Grounded to 3rd. Machado has it. And that's the 2nd out. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Russell Franklin. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, he sends it out of play. The 3-2 one more time. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Digging in once again, Adam Jones. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
The count now at 2-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And that is swung on and missed by Jones as he becomes out number 1.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
The 3-0 pitch. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the flag court and gone. It's a solo home run off the bat of Mark Trumbo, number 10 for him on the year. As the Orioles have cut into the deficit, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, you see what you get when a savvy vet gets ahead in the count. He was sitting on that pitch the whole way and gave it a long ride. So long. See you next time.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight.
Number 21, Jeremy Jefferson.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And there's ball 2 now. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Grounded back up the middle. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Orioles. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He was a ground out victim last time up. Liner toward right center. And he'll make the catch. Oh, check that! He didn't look it into his glove, and the ball drops in. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Digging in to try it again, Mookie Betts. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2. Pedroia stands at second with no outs. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through. Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. The second for 1. Safe.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
3 balls and a strike now to Bradley.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
3-2 now. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Locks him up for strike 3. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Red Sox. Number 23.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Brock Holt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 2-1. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. The 2-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here now the 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Bradley is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ready for another shot now. Donald Jones is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out to left. Bradley is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
First baseman, number 19.
Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. A nice look there at the Inner Harbor here in Charm City as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Darren O'Day enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. High pop-up. Reyes over to his left. He's got it 1 away. Now at the plate, Steven Souza. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Russell Franklin would be next. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits. Craig Kimbrell comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 46.
Ready now for Baltimore. Adam Jones, 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
And Jones is going to have himself a base hit. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
The left fielder, number 11.
Settling in now, Evan Gattis. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Shaw has room in foul territory, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Manny Machado now, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Kimbrel pauses. 1-1 pitch on its way. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Baltimore down to their final strike. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And that's in there. Base hit.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
In now, Brian Reyes. 2 balls and a strike. Jones at second. Machado on at first with 2 down. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And this is in the air to right. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away. And the Red Sox have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. Tonight's ball game comes to a close. 3-1 the final. The Boston Red Sox used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.